texting someone. So you know what he asked me when he saw that? He said, "You have service?" I said, "Yes, I have service." You know I didn't have service. But he said, he was shocked. He said, "You have service?" I said, "Yes, I have service." So we kept driving. Mind you, we're on a dark road.
It's late.
I'm really wondering if I'm really on the way to Orlando. So we're on the way to Walmart on the way. He's going to tell me that I could come to his hotel to sleep over, and he would drop me home in the morning because the highway is long right now. And if I don't want to sleep at the hotel, it's okay. I could catch a quick nap inside the backseat. I'm like, no, can we go to Walmart? I want to go to Walmart.
And this is your taxi driver.
My taxi driver. He keep harassing me to go to the hotel to sleep with him. And he's going to drop me home in the morning. I'm like, no, I want to go to Walmart. So we arrived to Walmart. You know, Walmart is like 2 entrances. One here, you drive all the way down.
And then the grocery market.
Another one. We passed one entrance. So I said, here's an entrance right here, so you can stop right here. He didn't stop. He kept driving slow. I say, okay, he must be going to the next one. But I was like, why would you go to the next one? Other people standing right here, so I could enter through that one. When we got to the next entrance, he still looked like he don't want to stop. And I'm like, this is the Walmart right here. You gonna let me out right here? He was so hesitant of stopping. Like he didn't stop like completely. He was just like driving slow, like he don't want to stop. So a man out of nowhere ran up to the taxi, and he banged on the door, and he opened the back door. As soon as he banged on the door, he opened the back door. Like he ran. He was like, and then he opened the door, and he was like, "Hey, I need you to get me out here. I'm in a jam.
Get me out of here right now."
So he was asking the taxi driver for a ride. So when the taxi driver was like, no, when the man opened the back door, I opened the passenger door, I waited for my change, and then me and the man left, and we had inside Walmart because he was trying to get away, and you know, I was trying to get inside Walmart.
So that's her version of the story.
And then when I got in Walmart, I connected to the internet, and I contacted her, and I let her know that
you were lost.
I'm at Walmart. I'm stranded. And she was like, you should tell your story now.
Yeah. I wanted to let her tell her part to get you to understand that while all of this is going on, like her side of the story, I have a whole nother side going on. Let me break it down to you.
Oh, I forgot to tell them I asked you for a ride.
Yeah, that's very important. Before we left at 11 something, both of us had worked all day yesterday from like 8:30 in the morning to like 11 at night. Both of us are tired. You know, and then she asked me to take her halfway.
And I could catch an Uber.
You know, halfway to her residence. Okay. Where she lives is about pretty much an hour away from here.
Yeah, so it was far. So I got the bus and then ended up with a taxi driver who was pressuring me to go to his hotel room to sleep and to sleep in the back of the car. And then I contacted you at Walmart, let you know I was safe at Walmart. And that's when you keep asking me where I am. And then you could go.
We're going to have to stop it and then plug it in, and we're going to have to record. Is it still recording? Okay.
Yeah.
All right, so let me tell you my part, because mind you, all of this is going on, but in my world and like how God is dealing with me is totally different. So mind you, we've been at work all day. I've been, you know, kind of making sure she's busy this week. She's my guest stylist. I know she's amazing. She does amazing work. So, you know, I'm busy. She's busy. We working. We tired. We leave here last night late, like 11 something. As we're leaving, she's like, listen, I know she got the bus pass. She doesn't have a car. I have a car, but I live maybe 15 minutes away from the salon. So she asked me, can you at least take me halfway? And then I could take the Uber the rest of the way. Let me tell you why it's so important to be obedient. Because God had been telling me, when she asked that, God was saying, tell her no. You can stay with me at my house. But I got selfish and got into my emotions and my feelings. I was tired. I was irritated. And I was like, man, listen, she good. She's going to make sure she gets to the bus and she's going to be fine. God specifically told me no. Have her sleep by me. I ignored it. And when I ignored it and put her on the bus, I'm thinking everything was fine, not knowing all of this was unraveling. So I continued to drive home, and I continued to feel like convicted, like, okay, I did something wrong. I know it seems so simple, but God was dealing with me like, hey, I sent you this girl here for this amount of time. This was your responsibility, and she asked you to at least get her halfway. tired me, selfish me is thinking about only me and not Niska's like, oh, we'll find another way. We both got to be to work back at 8 o'clock in the morning. It's already 11 something. She lives an hour away. By the time I get her home and drive back home, all these things was going on to distract me from doing what God told me to do. And like most of us, we're stubborn, we're hard-headed, we don't listen. I did exactly that. She got on the wrong bus. I told her to get on this bus thinking that this was the bus that she normally takes, not knowing that the bus route stops when it ends in Kissimmee, which is an hour outside of where she lives. So as she's riding the bus and I'm trying to figure out what's going on, she texts me and tell me, the last bus just dropped me off. I'm stranded and I have no Wi-Fi and there's no more buses running. At this point, God instantly dropped in my spirit. Do you not understand why it was so obedient for you to listen? It's something as simple as me taking her halfway or just walking her to my home just to let her sleep and regroup and we can figure it out tomorrow. Literally, and I realized almost cost her life. God deals with me like nobody else. Like my conscience and my spirit, it's almost like even if I try to ignore him, he just keep knocking it. He just keep talking. He won't let me go, and I get that. So as I continue to worry, because I'm like, dang, she's stranded. Am I going to go all the way to Kissimmee to get her and take her to home? Like, what, should I call an Uber? I was still battling with God on what I should do because I'm still in myself thinking about me. I text this girl and ask her,